What's up, guys? This is Truth, and welcome to the Truth Be Told channel where we eviscerate and annihilate social and political issues. If that's the kind of content you consume on YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button for more. Today, we about to go off on this NBA scandal, so let's get into it. You ever hear something so wild that you have to stop what you're doing and just say, nah, ain't no way? I'm pretty sure that's exactly how a lot of you felt when you saw this story. Three NBA names, Billups, Jones, and Rozier, all caught up in one crazy-ass investigation. Mob ties, rigged poker games, inside info, the whole nine. And before you roll your eyes and call it cap, this ain't no TV show, honey. This is real life. So here's the setup. Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones, apparently they weren't just hitting the gym. They were hitting these private, high-roller poker games in Vegas and Miami. Shout out to Vegas. And not the friendly kind. The FBI says those games were straight up rigged, like dealers using hacked card shufflers and even special contact lenses so certain players could see the next card. That's wild, right? Let me stop laughing, y'all. I'll be laughing so hard at this stuff. Sorry. And the people running it, they were old school mafia families, you know, the Gambinos, the Bonanos, all the names you hear in the mob movies. So on paper, it looked like just a bunch of rich folks having fun, celebrities, athletes, millionaires, all at the table. But the feds were saying it was all just a setup. They used famous faces to make it look legit, put new people in, and then quietly take their money. That's why you're hearing numbers like millions of dollars lost and charges like wire fraud and money laundering are being tossed around. Because like I said, this shit is serious. And that's only half the story. Because, you know, Terry Rozier, remember I mentioned him earlier? Well, he's in a whole different mess. Check this out. He wasn't in those poker games. His part is the sports betting side. The accusation is that he leaked insider info, stuff like when he'd sit out or leave a game early, so other people could place bets on it. Now, whether if he actually made money off of it or not, the league still considers that point shaving. So basically it was the same concept, but this time they're just doing it digitally. Can you imagine? I mean, for real, like just think about it. Texting your friend like, probably gonna sit this one out. And the next thing you know, the FBI is knocking on your door. That sounds crazy, don't it? But it's just the times we're living in. Now, mind you, when the story hit, y'all already know social media went crazy. I seen so many TikToks of people being upset, disappointed, and clutching their pearls like this the first time sports ever been dirty. Carisha, please. And this is just some of the things people had to say about it on TikTok.
I know y'all heard by now the NBA hooking up with the mafia for this gambling fraud with the NBA. I mean, these two groups, this is the worst combination ever in life. The Italian mafia is the reason why the RICO exists.
And check this out. I understand fully. But was I surprised? No. They've been running games inside the game since forever. But one TikTok did stand out to me. It was like this mafia dude, and he was explaining exactly how this happened. He was like, they think it's quick money. You meet the wrong people, and the next thing you know, you owe somebody who ain't gonna forget. And I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. He wasn't gossiping. What he was doing was spitting facts. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and play his clip, and then I'm gonna come back with some more commentary.
You know, they'd get in there over their heads. They'd come and see me and say, hey, I guess you didn't know, but, you know, this is my operation. You're gambling with me. So here's the deal. You owe me $250,000. How are you going to pay? How are you going to pay me back? You got a rich uncle? Go rob a bank? I don't care what you do. Bring me my money. You know, you see they're scared. Say, all right, I got another way to work this out. Here's how we're going to do it. Okay? You're a quarterback. Okay? You're favored to win by 10 points. The first three times you get the ball, you put it in the hands of the other receiver. Put it in the defensive man's hands. You're a running back, you get the ball, you put it on the ground. First three times, you let me worry about the rest. You're gonna do this until I tell you you're not doing it anymore. That's how I'll get my money back. What are they gonna do? They're stuck.
And they always did that. They
had to
shave points in order not to pay back their gambling debt.
They had no choice. Pay your debt. You're not going to get away with it. You owe a gambling debt you have to pay. And if you don't pay, there's serious consequences. So just work along with us.
So y'all see what I mean? He said in 30 seconds what the Fed said in 20 pages. And mind you, the same game been playing out for decades. Only difference is the players change. So then I hopped my little messy self over to Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it now. And it was pure chaos. Cash Patel dropped his announcement and then boom, everybody had something to say. I seen folks arguing like it was Thanksgiving dinner. I'm serious. It was crazy. Some people was like, good. The league needs to clean house. And then other people was like, man, gambling's been part of sports since like forever. And I'm going to be honest, to me, it seemed like both sides had a good point. And then somehow, and I don't even know how, I'm lying, I do know how, Stephen A. Smith started catching strays. What else is new? I'm like, man, this man can't even breathe without trending. See, that's the part the younger crowd don't realize. This ain't new. Back in the 1950s, game shows were literally feeding contestants answers to boost ratings. The 21 quiz scandal? Yep, that was national news. Then, in college basketball, players got busted for point shaving. CCNY in 1951, Boston College in 1978. Same motive, which was money and influence. And then you move into the 1990s. Different arena, but the same hustle. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you still trust the game or is it all smoke and mirrors? Go ahead and drop your comments down below. Make sure you hit the like button and please subscribe because around here, the truth will always be told. Bye.